Henry, written by Reuben White. In the picturesque town of Willow Creek, where the whispering winds carried secrets and the trees held tales untold, Felicia and Henry's once idyllic marriage had become a haunting specter. What had once been a haven of love and promise now stood shrouded in darkness, shadows dancing menacingly along the walls of their once cherished home. Felicia, with her heart heavy and her spirit burdened, found herself tiptoeing through the remnants of shattered dreams, her children's laughter now drowned by the echoes of Henry's rage. The walls held memories, both sweet and sour, etched into the very fabric of their existence. But beneath the veneer of normalcy, a sinister truth lurked, a truth that threatened to engulf them all in its suffocating embrace. Henry, with his demons prowling the corridors of his mind, had become a stranger in their midst, a shadow of the man she had once loved. His laughter, once a melody that warmed her soul, now echoed with a chilling emptiness, a harbinger of the storm that brewed within. As the moon cast its silver glow upon the sleepy town, Henry's alcohol-fueled fury reached its crescendo, a tempest of violence and despair that threatened to tear their fragile world asunder. The air crackled with tension, each breath a testament to the fear that held them captive. With the phone lines severed, their lifeline to the outside world cruelly snipped, Felicia and her children found themselves ensnared in a labyrinth of terror, a house that had once been their sanctuary now a prison of their own making. Shadows danced mockingly along the walls, their laughter a haunting chorus that reverberated through the halls. Caught between the echoes of their past and the uncertainty of the future, Felicia's daughter, with fire in her eyes and determination in her heart, emerged as their unlikely savior, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. With each step she took, she ventured deeper into the heart of the storm, unraveling the tangled web of secrets that bound them all. But as the truth began to unfurl its twisted tendrils, a darkness unlike any other loomed on the horizon, a darkness born of betrayal and deceit, its tendrils reaching out to claim them all in its icy grip. With every revelation came a new revelation, each more chilling than the last, threatening to unravel the very fabric of their existence. Meanwhile, Felicia, torn between her love for Henry and the need to protect her children, found herself teetering on the edge of despair, a precipice from which there could be no return. The weight of her choices bore down upon her, threatening to crush her beneath their suffocating embrace. As the night wore on, and the shadows deepened, Felicia and her children found themselves locked in a deadly game of cat and mouse, a game where the stakes were nothing less than their very lives. With each passing moment, the line between victim and survivor blurred, their fates intertwined in a dance of desperation and defiance. But in a town where secrets whispered on the wind and danger lurked in every shadow, the truth remained elusive, a specter that danced just beyond their reach. As they ventured deeper into the heart of darkness, they would come face to face with the demons that haunted them, their resolve tested in the crucible of their own making. In the end, as the first light of dawn broke across the horizon, Felicia and her children stood on the precipice of a new beginning, a future shrouded in uncertainty yet filled with promise. For in the depths of their despair, they had found a strength they never knew they possessed, a strength born of love, forged in the fires of adversity. And as they stepped out into the light, shadows trailing behind them like ghosts of the past, they knew that they would never be the same, that they had emerged from the darkness, forever changed by the journey they had undertaken. It was not the shadows that defined them, but the light that shone within, the light of hope, of courage, and the indomitable human spirit. And in that light they found redemption and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As dawn broke over Willow Creek, casting its gentle light upon the town, Felicia and her children emerged from the darkness that had held them captive. Their faces, etched with weariness and resolve, bore the scars of the night's trials, a testament to the battles they had fought and the demons they had confronted. With Henry's reign of terror brought to an end, the once quiet streets of Willow Creek buzzed with whispered rumors and hushed conversations. The townsfolk, their curiosity piqued by the events that had unfolded, exchanged knowing glances as they went about their daily routines. But beneath the facade of normalcy, a tension lingered, a tension born of fear and uncertainty, a shadow cast by the specter of violence that had gripped their peaceful town. For Felicia and her children, the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, a journey into the unknown, where the wounds of the past still bled fresh and the scars ran deep. But as they stood on the threshold of a new beginning, a glimmer of hope flickered in their hearts, a beacon of light amidst the darkness that had threatened to consume them. As they made their way through the quiet streets, their footsteps echoing in the early morning light, Felicia's daughter cast a wary glance over her shoulder, her senses alert to the lingering presence of danger. The shadows that had once held them captive now seemed to dance with newfound purpose, their tendrils reaching out to ensnare them once more. But with each step they took, the weight of the night's trials grew lighter, their burdens lifted by the promise of a future untainted by fear and despair. For in the depths of their darkest hour, they had found a strength they never knew they possessed, a strength born of love, forged in the crucible of adversity. As they reached the outskirts of town, the sun's golden rays bathed the landscape in a warm embrace, casting aside the shadows that had clung to them for so long. And as they turned their backs on Willow Creek, their hearts filled with hope and determination, they knew that their journey was far from over. For in the vast expanse of the world that lay before them, there were new horizons to explore, new dreams to chase, and new beginnings to embrace. And as they stepped out into the unknown, their spirits soared on the wings of possibility, carried aloft by the promise of a brighter tomorrow. But even as they left Willow Creek behind, they knew that the shadows of the past would always linger, a reminder of the trials they had faced and the triumphs they had achieved. And as they ventured forth into the great unknown, they did so with heads held high, knowing that whatever lay ahead, they would face it together, as a family, bound by love, and unbroken by the darkness that had once threatened to consume them. And so, as they disappeared into the distance, their laughter mingling with the rustle of the wind, the town of Willow Creek breathed a collective sigh of relief, a sigh tinged with sadness yet buoyed by the hope of a future filled with promise and possibility. For in the end, it was not the darkness that defined them, but the light that shone within, the light of hope, of courage, and the indomitable human spirit. As they journeyed forth into the unknown, they carried with them the echoes of their past, a testament to the strength of the human heart and the power of love to conquer even the darkest of shadows. If you are enjoying the Wisdom Within channel, feel free to hit the subscribe, follow, or like buttons for future posts and updates.